Time is flying. It is time for the next update, although I think this one's going to be a little bit longer. That's just how I feel, right? Several warnings to talk to, so I'll get right to it here. Still down in the southern area, but some warnings are now expanding to the north and to the east. So, first of all, Vernon County has now been added to the severe thunderstorm warning, and the cautions are until 3:30 p.m. for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail, which is about what we've seen consistently on and off over about the last 5 to 10 minutes. And then we do have, you can see the purple polygon is a new tornado warning for the next 45 minutes. This is still radar indicated rotation, so I'll check that out with you. I haven't looked in the last couple of minutes. Thought we would just get on here and take a look at this together. But this is now picking up where Sheldon, Milo, El Dorado Springs, Kaplinger Mills, all the way up to Walker. Picking up Jericho Springs. Look like it just barely includes you, so not quite to Stockton yet over in Cedar County. But that is for this cell right here that is right now passed through Irwin. Looks like it's over Milford. Let's check that out for just a second. The rotating area there looks like it has just passed over Irwin. So let me do a quick investigation on that and see what I can tell you about this little cell. So I think there probably was some rotating in there, and I'm just not. Yep, just a little bit. It is not tight. It is what we've seen kind of along this whole path. Got to watch it though, because it's coming into an area of increased instability. So I think that might be why it's warned as well. There is a little bit of rotation there. I don't think there's reason for panic yet. Just concern. This is lower level rotation, but it's big, broad rotation is what I just saw in a quick look. But we won't take anything for granted because it is at about 10, 12,000 feet, which is low. So this could come down at any time. Here is the reason that I am saying that. This is the reason for the alarm this afternoon. Just concern, not alarm. This is the mesoscale discussion from just a little bit ago. This is our area where this warm front is pushing through. I mean, you felt that a couple of hours ago with temperature going up and dew points rising as well. And so as this warm front parks out, it's going to push through a little bit further north yet. But as it parks right over into central Missouri, this is the area to watch for an increasing tornado threat across this lifting warm front. So that is why just a few minutes ago I put up a tornado warning. We might get back to that. Tornado watch, I'm sorry, big watch area that goes way up almost to northeast Missouri. So I'm put radar back up and we will continue to look at this little cell. This thing has just been spinny all afternoon. I really haven't seen, sign that I'm concerned about it lowering, but it is low to begin with, and there is rotation in that. So you can probably see it, and yep, it is a little bit stronger now because it is low level rotation. So if anybody has any photos, reports to shoot my way, go ahead and comment them. I would appreciate that. But this is off headed northeast toward Montevallo. This is Kaplinger Mills headed to you. You have about 8 or 10 minutes, probably El Dorado Springs in this warned area as well. So severe thunderstorm warning now extends, though. North of that is picking up Vernon County. Not quite all of Vernon County. This is going to be the eastern side. This is picking up Shell City, Harwood. And then as we go over into St. Clair County, we're inching a little bit further north into that tornado watch area. So this is going to pick up Appleton City, and this one goes until 3:30 p.m. for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail, picking up over to 13 Highway, Lowry City, Osceola, Vista, Gerster, Wablo, just barely. It's west of you, but I bet you get added pretty soon down to Humansville. So this is our area that we are watching for the next hour off this little cell. I've got to tell you, I think it's a little early. I don't know that this is what this is yet, but I don't like the idea that it's putting in my head. We were talking about in this morning's forecast, if you were with me, we saw some possibly linear organization. I was really hoping that wouldn't get started until over here somewhere east of Clinton. That's where model data was given me this morning. This is kind of headed that way. It's not yet. It's not, but is that going to pick up possibly, El Dorado Springs, Osceola, Lowry area, maybe a little bit this side, west side of Clinton? Don't know. Remains to be seen. So here we have another one. This is just going to keep coming to the northeast, I think. And sure enough, this now severe thunderstorm warning is picking up. It's just going to hit 49 in Bates County, right? So it's going to pick up um, east a east of Adrian, right? Passaic, Butler, Rich Hill, Ballard, Montrose, clear out to Urick, Clinton, going all the way to Tightwad. They're grabbing a huge area with this one, picking up Deepwater as well. See if there's any new information. I bet it's going to be repeating myself, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Um, and this one will be kicked out until 3:45. It is 2:49 right now, so we have an hour to go on this area right now. Just a strong thunderstorm, sort of ish, south of Ballard right now. Looks like it's headed toward Montrose in this area. But we'll go back down here. Look what starts to pick up south of Nevada. So picking up Milo. So this is headed off toward El Dorado Springs in the pretty near future. This is just now finishing up Sheldon. And this is our tornado warned area right now. I keep watching to see where our rotation is. I keep saying, I don't think it's on the ground. Something could pop down that I do not see between scans here. So, or I may not be able to see it at all. So I can just give you a likelihood and tell you where there is rotation. I will get pretty excited if it starts to wrap up like a ball and I start to see tight rotation. Wow, did you hear that? Thunder is everywhere. So big show this afternoon. But right now I'm just seeing broad, broad upper level rotation in that particular cell. Sorry, that kind of got me. That was a big thunderbolt. I don't know if you heard that or not. Wow. So this is starting to get into the area now that we have to watch. Not that we're not watching anything, up towards Harrisonville, Belton, but you just saw on that mesoscale discussion. And if you're just joining me, let me pop that back up and just show you the area that I am concerned with, that everybody is concerned with this afternoon. And that is going to continue to be along this warm front, where we are watching for continued supercell development for that rotation that we are seeing just now. We've actually seen it for the last hour or so, moving north and east along this warm front. So, kicking into central Missouri here before long for sure, but we're on the beginning edge of that right now. So, that is why I'm live, folks, to watch that because it is literally happening right in front of us. It is pushing 3 p.m. though, and closer we get to, I say, 4 p.m. Hope that's not too early, but 4 or 5 p.m. for sure. We can start to be out of the woods, but this is our concern area. I am concerned for what picks up over here around Clinton, Osceola, Warsaw. So it's going to be Henry, St. Clair, and Benton counties over the next hour. That is what I think we need to watch. Let's see what direction things are headed right now. Should be north and east, and it is. I'm going to message with some responders in the area, see if anybody has anything to show us. I'm not seeing it. We got a flooded picture a few minutes ago, but let me check in and see if anybody knows anything that I do not. So everybody's on standby alert. I'm checking in kind of around the region just to see what anybody knows to tell me about. Drop me any photos that you have, particularly of flooding. That is going to be something in the low lying areas, and we'll know about that in the next couple of hours. 660weather at gmail.com, or you can message them to me on Facebook, and I might even pull them up here in the live stream if you have anything to show us about what is going on in your neck of the woods. That is really particularly helpful at times like this. Radar does so much, but also things it does not do. So activity right now, here again, if you're just hopping online, here is our purple polygon tornado warned area, and I am seeing an oddly diagonal cluster picking up now just to the east of Nevada, headed toward El Dorado Springs. So if you are Montevallo, if you are Kaplinger Mills, Jericho Springs, you are in this right now. But if you're out here towards Eldo, Kaplinger Mills, definitely, absolutely a time to be taking cover. So far, let me do a little bit of looking around just to see if anything has changed with this particular warned cell. I'm talking about rotation wise. And you can't see it. I'm off screen digging around in a velocity scan. And I still just, it is low. Wow, it's below 10,000 feet. But I don't see anything I think is tightly wrapped rotation just yet. But like I say, I may be reason to be watching this particular area right now, not seeing distinct evidence, radar evidence that something would be on, but we can't rule it out. I only get slices of information of the atmosphere every few minutes here. So definitely stay in your safe spaces with me if you are in this area, especially El Dorado Springs, Kaplinger. This is a strong cell, has not backed down over about the last 20 minutes, and I do have some rotation in it, especially on the backside. So hope it all stays above surface, but we just need to hang tight for a little bit longer down here, guys. So if you're just hopping on with me, we are expecting a northeast track out of this cluster of cells. How much of northern west central Missouri this is going to pick up over the next couple of hours, it kind of remains to be seen. It takes off to the east a little bit and then a little bit more north. So I am watching now southern Bates County. We've had multiple rounds of heavy rainfall south of Butler, but this is now also a severe warned area, and this goes until 3:45 p.m. I'm looking at this warning up here that now picks up Butler, Passaic, east of Adrian, Ballard, Clinton, Tightwad, Deepwater, Montrose, and clips down now to Appleton as well, headed towards Shell City. So you are severe warned until 3:45 p.m. Has to do with this little aggregating cluster that now is strongest west of Nevada, headed toward Eldo, and we're watching it with some rotation in it right now. So I am all but confident that this is going to increase maintain upscale growth, and this is going to grab Tiffin, Roscoe, Vista, Osceola area probably within the next 30 to 45 minutes. These are the areas that we are watching at the moment. Appreciate your reports. I do like to check those because you never know what you're missing. And like I say, I only have so much shot on radar of catching something. So if you have anything, if it's just a flooding picture, let me know how much rain you think you have gotten. That's going to be my next question when all is said and done. And I think we can breathe a little bit. I'll be looking to see how much rain we've picked up because I have lost track. Um, of where things are going since this morning with what we got and what might pop through. Sorry, I appreciate the messages and everybody keeping in, and I will answer as many questions as I can. Shoot me what's going on in your area. That's the most helpful thing right now. Tell me where you are and what you're seeing. So I'm just doing a hail scan here. I mean, the good news, I'm looking for any good news I can give you. I'm actually not seeing hail right now anywhere. Nope. Not on scans anywhere. So I wouldn't rule out some tiny pea-sized hail here and there that's slipping between the scans that I'm not seeing. But that is a good sign. So it's a good sign for one thing. It's not a good sign if this continues to display some linear probability. I mean, that is kind of what we're looking at here. Look at this that goes east of Nevada and run down almost to Greenfield. I mean, this could turn into a QLCS quasi-linear structure, and that is where we start to talk less about hail. Which see, that's why I was doing that. I just showed you that. Yeah, less hail is not necessarily a good thing because I think the winds are going to pick up. This is where we have strong, damaging straight line winds, possibly up around 60 miles per hour is a fair number. And this is where we start to get into that tornado threat. If this happens, and it does look like we at least have some quasi linear structure stuff coming together here. So good news is I keep watching the clock. It's 3 p.m. I mean, this is going to blow through, but I certainly expect strong wind gusts in these areas as well, aside from the tornado threat, which this just keeps messing with us. This little green area here is telling me to pay attention for rotation, and I keep looking to see what is in there off screen, and it just there is rotation. It is higher level. It is about 25,000 feet above the surface in that particular cell. So that's good. I think the rotating part of that has lifted up, but it is there. It is absolutely there. So we're going to continue to watch and just pray that this thing just blasts out of here and stops spinning. But it's right in the area where we knew this would happen. So once again, people are coming and going. That's just fine. That is absolutely fine. So Clinton, I think heads up to you out to the west. Absolutely is a this is a heavy little area of rain right now. This is a barely a thunderstorm, but it is headed over towards Clinton right now. And then back behind that, Ballard, and then between Butler and Passaic right now, heavy rain as well. And then there's yet another wave that I see right now off to the north and the west of Rich Hill, running right now between Rich Hill and Foster. So, yikes, the rain that this is putting down, guys. Is that the back end of it? That might be about what, the 4 o'clock hour, maybe by the time that blows through. So that might start to be the end, but maybe I'm starting to be optimistic. So let's go back down here. El Dorado Springs. Absolutely, everybody in this area should be in a safe space right now. We have had rotation in this cell, on and off and on and off, and higher and lower. I haven't seen anybody telling me, and I haven't seen. Haven't seen radar data telling me it is likely on the ground, but it is a possibility. So one just cannot move fast enough. South of El Dorado Springs right now, and just about to head into Cedar Springs and Kaplinger Mills. So you guys have got to hang tight for this. This goes how much longer here? Wrong button. Hit the right button. 27 minutes remaining in this purple polygon tornado warned area. So that's how things are moving. A little bit more north than east at the moment. We are definitely starting to pick up some linear organization with a little bit of a bow. It's not the strongest, but it is happening now, headed in toward Cedar County, Dade County. So this is well south of Osceola, is where I'm looking at now for this particular, the start of some linear organization. So we're going to start talking about strong wind gusts, 60 to 70 mile per hour, and we're really going to pay attention to the tornado threat over the next hour in these areas. And speaking of which, said I would do this just a second ago. I want to put up what is the tornado watch area. So make that a little easier to see. So red is our severe thunderstorm warning area. Green, it just kind of gets in the way, but green is all of our flooding, flash flood watch and flash flood warning, areas. Purple polygons are our tornado warnings active right now. We do have 2 of those going on, but here is our entire tornado watch area. This now headed over towards north central and now getting into northeastern Missouri, because you saw If you were with me a little bit ago, you saw that warm front. This warm front is going to probably hang out. I don't know how much further to the north it's going to push, probably not much. And that is bad news because we have all kinds of instability headed over here towards central Missouri. So if storms fire, it's going to be along this line that we've seen so far, which is exactly where that warm front is. Our tornado warned areas right now, still El Dorado Springs, still Kaplinger Mills. For this little cell that just will not quit, there are some rotating portions of that. We have said that all along. We'll keep an eye on that. That has not changed. So, it just about goes without saying that if this continues, I think we're going to talk about Tiffin, Roscoe, Vista. Yeah, absolutely. Gerster, probably Wablo, and continuing Kaplinger Mills. But I think this will head off over here towards the Quincy area. So, all of you where it's starting to rain probably should be figuring out how to get to your safe space and where you are going to go. This is a rotating cell that is now hanging out just south of El Dorado Springs. Down here at La Russell, Stotts City, Sarcoxy, this area is under a tornado warning for some amount of time for the next 24 minutes off of this little cell, which I'm not seeing a lot of reason to be too excited with that right now. But probably with some rotation back in here that I missed. And so you are tornado warned as well and should be in the safe spaces. La Russell, Stotts City, headed over towards Mount Vernon in Lawrence County, it looks like. Those are our two active tornado warnings down to the south at this moment. No surprise. What is going on in Warrensburg? Look at all these flash flood reports from emergency management. Flooding on Southeast 200th Road. Good grief. Northeast Division Road in Warrensburg is flooded. Flooding on Northeast 200 and 300 roads near Warrensburg. And social media report of water over 121 Road near US Highway 50. All that going on in Warrensburg. So flash flood statement is out for this area right now, basically picking up a good chunk of Johnson County here that you can see. And that's what those little reports are telling us. There has been a report, not verified, but at least an initial report there. I know, True Love. I know. I know. Um, he is referring to a previous tornado warning that I was reading, and I heard the words fall out of my mouth, and I was like, "That is my house." So, yeah, I hope that that is not happening again, but we will continue to track it. So, just south of El Dorado Springs, this continues. Probability of hail picking up again just a little bit. I don't see any right now, but if it is, it's very small hail. And rotation is just south of El Dorado Springs, still in the upper levels. That's a good sign, but we're gonna watch it until it is gone, or until it stops spinning, or until it drops. But we just keep our fingers crossed for just a little bit longer in this warned area. So I'm paying attention right now around Clinton, where a few metrics are popping up to watch for rotation. So that is exactly what we will do. And we're just going to have to wait for another scan to see what is going on with this little cell. It's not warned at the moment, so we may just have some stuff way up there. Let me take a look off screen and see why I think that is. Okay, there is rotation in that. So we will see if a warning pops up over towards Clinton area. Looking around that particular cell that is west of Clinton, this is low. This is less than 10,000. And so these are our opposing wind directions. And so I am seeing some rotations start to try to get together in that cell, at least on the last scan. And it is fairly low. So that is something we possibly need to start paying attention to here as well, and see what happens and see if a warning comes out for that. I'll be very interested. So whatever it is just off to the north and the west of Clinton right now, between Clinton and Hartwell. This is an area we're going to watch. This is out on the very northern edge of this severe thunderstorm warning, headed off toward Calhoun, is what I'm seeing here. So I'm back up in Henry County. Sorry if I'm jumping around a lot. I think that's going to be the way of it for the next hour or so. But I am seeing some spinny stuff that I don't like over here northwest of Clinton. We will see if anything drops headline wise for that in the next little bit. Would not be surprised. So not seeing what I should see if we were starting to really tighten up and lower. But like I say, it may be happening. These are little snapshots through time, right? So that's a good sign. Possibly just some very suspicious rotation there, but just don't like how low it is. So, mm. Hey, Jared, it's fun in Eldo. Fun? Fun. I hope you're somewhere safe. Although I think let's look down here at Eldo. So I'm back down here at Eldo Cedar Springs, guys. This is just about to brush into Kaplinger Mills, and yeah, there's still stuff to watch. Still stuff to watch, but yep, keep those fingers crossed. I'm looking at Kaplinger Mills between there and Cedar Springs for the next few minutes, but not knowing of anything on the ground. Just some spinny stuff. You can probably see it, but don't go look. Don't. Somebody will. So appreciate everybody joining me. Wows. I am watching and coughing, and I am watching west of Clinton, headed into off towards Calhoun. This is a strong little thunderstorm, and there again, I'm just watching everywhere that spinny stuff. Which if anything is spinning, it's just about over Clinton at this moment. So that's kind of the area that I'm watching right now to see if that is anything that's going to tighten up. Hasn't yet, but you are severe thunderstorm warned. So what do we have left on these warnings? We have 32 minutes left in this one. That covers about the eastern half of Bates County. We're not up into Cass County yet, are we? Barely. And down here in St. Clair, Lowry, and Osceola City, we got about another 16 minutes. But it's this thing down here that we will have to see. Don't really know if this will kick out. Probably so. Probably so. This will probably get a another tornado warning off to Roscoe Vista, maybe Gerster. Maybe they'll kick this out as far as Wablo. I'm not for sure, but there is good reason to there. Um, so a little bit of good news. I'm watching. You saw as it passed over Nevada. Here it was a linear structure, like right there. I hope what I'm seeing is the breaking apart of that. Some dissociation there would be a good sign. Although we go back to these strong discrete cells, which pack a punch as well. But anything that doesn't look quasi linear right now, we will take it because I'm less worried about a tornado threat if something is not linear. Not worried. Those small little discrete cells can do it too, but those are short little events like what we've seen. Those are typically when we were talking down here in Barton County where there was rotation, but they were small discrete cells. I mean, there's probably just broad upper level rotation. That's really common for those. But we get into a linear structure, those are the ones that can go be those long track tornadoes. So the less I see of that, I don't see a nice tight linear structure. I don't see a huge bow. I do see them. There have been there, but by and large, could be much worse. So we just have to watch this for the next little bit. It is 3:15 p.m. Hey Sadie, is Cass County good? Um, right now, yeah. Right now, yeah. And I mean, unless things really take a northern turn off this, this stuff that's out between, down south of you, Adrian, right now, headed out toward Ballard. I'm not seeing anything but more heavy rain. Yeah. So I hang with me, but I haven't been too concerned with you guys. So that's a good sign. I mean, I am just and these could fire back up at any second, but I like what I'm seeing in just a little bit, ever so slightly. I see weakening north of Clinton, where these cells I was watching a minute ago, and they're going to cross out of the warned area, which hasn't been extended yet. So we'll see if that happens. But I like what I'm seeing up here. That'll work. Let's go a little bit further south, west of Appleton City. I mean, how long has it been raining in Appleton City? 3 days. It's quite that long. But you got more. More is out to your west right now. Go down to Rockville. You're going to have a little break. And then some heavier rain. Shell City, it is just probably pummeling right now. So what is happening down here with this little cell? This is 50-50. Will they kick this warned area out? Because that is still a spinny cell that looks now, finally, I can quit saying Kaplinger Mills. I think you just have some lightning pressing in right now, right? Down there, you're going to see lots of lightning, but I think the spinny stuff is going to head off to your north and to your east. So, oops, wrong button. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. It may be kicked out. This may be warned because that's still a dangerous cell, but um, I think we're just starting to tip possibly a good direction on that one. So for West Central Missouri, I think the Kansas people aren't even watching right now, right? Anybody from Kansas on here? So the West Central Missouri, this is kind of a good sign. Look at our severe warned area. We might pop down here if things quiet down. Take a little look if anybody's curious what is still to come out of northern Oklahoma. But I do see, I do see more organization now in these warned areas off to the east. That's a good thing for West Central Missouri, especially because that should just follow up more into Central Missouri. Not good news for Central Missouri. Sorry about that. Told you it was a day of plus and minuses. It is. So to go over our warnings, 11 more minutes, and I think you're done. Eldo, Jared, I bet it's just, I bet the rain is tapering off at the moment, but I bet it has rained plenty. So Kaplinger Mills, you're just about done. It's just about gone. But you got 11 more minutes left in this particular warned area, and that is it right now. We're looking at one tornado warning, and I'm looking at what was scary linear starting to break apart. That's awesome. That's some good news. So we're still going to watch, coming into the warm front, it's not gone. So anything that stumbles into that area is suspect. So I'm probably going to watch for a little bit south of Ballard. This area. This is really not clustering right now, but just west of Appleton City, coming over towards Montrose and Deepwater. I'm going to see if we get any more organization or any other cells pop up like this little cell, which it's not quite a discrete cell yet, over Roscoe. Does this have anything exciting going on? Other than heavy rain and some gusty winds, right? And it acts like there's some big broad spinning in it still. That is a powerful little cell. So, but it is not warned for anything other than severe thunderstorm status at the moment. So, our severe thunderstorms can give us some 60-mile-an-hour winds. Not surprising today at all. Have seen that plenty of lots of 50-mile-an-hour winds. Actually, is what I've seen, and so that's what we may. That may be the story of the rest of the evening, except for the flooding. We just won't talk about that for a minute. So let's look at areas that have had plenty to deal with. Rich Hill, I think it's just about to stop raining. You have light showers off to your west and to your south. I mean, that is going to continue probably all night, but look how things have cleared out in Nevada. You have some light rain left to deal with probably for the next hour. Sheldon, Lamar, I was talking to you guys a lot at the top of this thing, right? Lamar, Jasper, things are looking a lot better down there right now. You're just going to deal with some light showers pressing through while what you had is still up here pressing in on Osceola right now. But if you're hanging out in Bates County watching this, where you just had some heavy, heavy rains, it's going to lighten up now. There's just pockets of more rain moving through out to the south and the west for you guys right now. Cass County still looks great to me. I think you have rain like everybody else, but not too much going on over there. So I don't know if Warrensburg's EMD is just efficient because I find it hard to believe that they have more flooding than everybody else. I think we're all going to pick up more rain than any of us predicted. These are just training. If you haven't noticed, this is where one pocket after another. So maybe that's what's going on. And maybe they just do a really good job in Johnson County. I don't know. But I bet when everybody else gets caught up, these rain totals are going to be something else. So, what do you guys know about flood road reports? Let me ask you about that. Because I'm not seeing any reports out of like Bates County where we have had a tremendous amount of rain in the last, what is this, 3:30? So since one. So road flooding, if you guys know any, go ahead and post that up. I'll be happy to share that around because wow, and it's not done. Starting to taper off though, but we're looking now at Eastern Bates County, another round of heavy rain now affecting south of Ballard. I am told the sun is shining in Rich Hill. I'm gonna need a picture of that. Flooded roads in Butler. Let me find that because I believe it. The underpass at the Butler stoplight is flooded. Rice Road. I see that Sunset Road is flooded and Elks Drive is flooded. These would be Butler. Appreciate that. Thank you, Rich Hill Fire. Rich Hill Fire doing an awesome job. If I need to know what is going on the ground anywhere in that area, awesome. Can count on them. Hope you guys appreciate them. Let them know. Trust me. So, what have I not said in the last? This is 3:24. What have I not said in the last 20 minutes? New warning. That's awesome. So we don't need to talk about down here in purple anymore, Eldo, Kaplinger, none of that. We just have a very strong little thunderstorm getting ready to come into Osceola, but this is smack in the middle of just about our last warned area at the moment. So what do I have going on over here? I just see a tiny little bit of hail, very small hail, just out to the east of Roscoe. It does have some spinny stuff. So that is probably that's probably our watching area at the moment right now. I don't see anything else to pay too much attention to right now except for Osceola. I mean, I think it's a good idea to get out of this, out of the way of this. I know words, Osceola, but it's not warned for anything other than severe thunderstorm at the moment. It's going to punch, but there it is. I was just about to say what I thought would happen next. Don't have to. So now, to nobody's surprise, we have a severe thunderstorm warning now covering Lincoln, Cole Camp, Warsaw. I'm over here in Benton County, guys. And this will go for the next hour and 3 minutes. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail is what is included in this bulletin from the National Weather Service in Springfield. Hickory, Cedar, Benton, Polk, St. Clair, and eastern Dade County for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So that is going to come all the way down to Pleasant Hope. Look at that. So Aldrich, Bolivar, Dunnigan, Humansville, Wablo, Hermitage, Cross Timbers, Climax Springs, Fristow, Warsaw, Lincoln, Cole Camp, going south to north. You are all in the path of some severe thunderstorms. They are in a line again. I don't like having to say that, but they are starting to line up again to where we need to pay attention. So we will watch this as this now comes into Polk County is where we are now. So I'm getting over here to Wablo area. So absolutely, Humansville, Dunnigan, fair play. You absolutely should be in a safe space. Hope that we don't have to say any more than that. If we do, I am watching this particular cell that is south of Vista right now, headed over across Gerster to Quincy. And over Osceola, this is a big mean cell, isn't it, right now? Just about to cross the highway down there. And that is active. Look at all the lightning in that. And there is some spinning going on out on the back end of that right now. So that's a cell we will pay attention to for the next little bit. This is our warm front area. This is right smack in the middle of where we were wanting to pay attention today. We knew that this was a possibility. So we will watch this for the next few minutes. Stay tuned. Rich Hill is headed out to check side roads. We'll send updates, so we should have a good update in a little bit about side roads, at least down around the Rich Hill area. If you have any pictures, drop them. If it's safe for you to go out and take a look around, love to see what is going on in your neck of the woods. You can comment them here. You can email them 660weatherspot@gmail.com. If it's okay for me to share and let other people know, I appreciate that. So we're also seeing the possibility for some very small, like pea size, maybe penny sized hail. But as this lines up, there'll be less of that in this particular cell, Osceola. And then behind that's another pocket of heavier rain. But I am watching this little congealing line that is now headed over toward Vista, toward Wablo, Humansville. And if you're just jumping on, if you are in this area, this severe warned area has been kicked out now towards picking up Cold Camp in Benton County to obviously include Warsaw and Hermitage. So this is the area we're going to watch, and Humansville off to the east as well. Down to the south, I don't mean to leave you guys off. You are having a heck of a lightning show in Miller, Missouri, and Round Grove. Good grief, look at that. This is a strong little cell over Greenfield right now. And so that has kicked out warnings. Springfield National Weather Service says heads up to Everton. Excuse me, we're starting to pick up right now over towards Walnut Grove and Ash Grove. Absolutely. A little bit further north, may pick up Dadeville as well. This is down in Dade County. So you have another particularly strong cell, but look how when that is done, look what happens. You are done. DUN done. Once that one passes over you guys. So I just mentioned this cell up coming into Osceola right now, talking about rotation. I am going to take a little bit of a look. So I do see it. There is rotation in that. This is out due west of Lowry City, north and west of Osceola. This is what we're going to keep watching for a few minutes. This is some low level rotation. This spanning from 20,000 feet down to less than 10,000 feet. There's one little pocket. It may just be a quick little spin up though. It is not warned at this moment, and I'm not seeing anything alarming on correlation coefficient, but there was one little tightly wrapped area there for just a second. So uh, something to watch here. And this particular just headed toward Osceola, out west of Osceola. We'll watch that for just a few more minutes. At this moment, though, clear down into northern Oklahoma, I'm not seeing any tornado warned areas at all. No tornado warned cells at this moment. Hope saying that is not a bad sign, but um, this is quasi-linear-ish. It keeps fading in and out, but so we have every reason to pay attention. It is spinning, so appreciate all the warning that we've had to know that that is what to look for. But by and large, we just have some very strong thunderstorms and some strong damaging winds in a few places. I'm not sure that I've seen anything over 50 miles an hour or so yet, which is plenty to deal with. But that's been the situation so far, I think. So if you're just hopping on, checking things out, I still see Henry County picking up Clinton has a warning going for the next 11 minutes. This goes over to Cole Camp for the next 56 minutes. But we're mostly talking about St. Clair County here, where this warning goes out. Same thing for the next 56 minutes. And I'm watching this strong cell, which actually Looking for signs of weakening. It's still a strong sell, and it is picking up now. Lowry City heading northeast. So this is definitely going to come to see you in Warsaw. So get ready, Warsaw in Benton County, and this is a straight up and down line from Osceola to Humansville. This is another stronger area as well. It's going to affect Hermitage probably in about the next 10 to 15 minutes, I would say. But there's no hail in it. Big lightning show on the backside of that system, right? So I bet you have some strong winds over there too. Down here at Greenfield, Greenfield is finishing up, but Walnut Grove is next up for a particularly strong thunderstorm as we look down here to the south, and we're almost to Springfield, which is finally getting a little bit of a break. And flooding is wild around Springfield. That much I know as well. So with this starting to push off to the north and the east, truly toward northeast Missouri, I wonder what will happen as we approach Jefferson City area, looking into like Morgan and Cole counties as we seriously dig into that warm front, or if it will be more of the same, just remains to be seen. But 335, we're starting to get to the sweet spot where I wanted to be this afternoon, where a lot of us in West Central Missouri are starting to take a deep breath, right? With this threat, this has been threatening this afternoon. There's been plenty to be concerned about, but just a couple of tornado warnings. They've been long warnings, and things have been spinning in the upper levels. But by and large, I think that's all that we've seen. So if something hit the ground, I don't know about it yet. May find out about that later, but not for sure. So flash flood warnings are out one more time. I'm just going to give this a few more minutes and see if anything happens that I need to be concerned about over towards Warsaw. Looking at St. Clair, Hickory County now. That's actually my main area of interest, maybe down here around Greenfield. But good grief. Look at all of the flash flood statements, watches, and warnings. Um, Several roads near Warrensburg are flooded and impassable. Yeah, an additional point 0.5 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. I think it's probably more like half inch to three quarters of an inch now. But serious flooding reports in and around Warrensburg. And those statements, this is a flash flood statement that now picks up just about all of Bates County. So at 3:13 p.m., local law enforcement reported flash flooding across the warned area. Several roads are closed in Bates and Henry counties. Flash flooding is already occurring. We just read off a report of roads in Butler that are flooded. Absolutely no surprise there. So we will be talking about that. Uh, Flooding issues now setting in as people are getting out and about up and down West Central Missouri. It's absolutely safe for you to be Jackson, Cass, and Bates, Vernon, Barton counties. It's free. It's clear for you to go out and do what you need to right now, and everything is well off to the east and continuing to push north and east of you. So, with concerned area being across Lowry City and Osceola, and even done with Roscoe, although it is strong in Wablo right now. I think that is that's just going to continue off to the north and the east, right? So Clinton, you have about another 20, 30 minutes of heavier rainfall. Sorry about that, headed your direction. But I think that is the way of it. As things push off north and the east, attention is really going to turn now toward more central Missouri. So I think I am due for some water, maybe a little snack, and we'll keep an eye if there's any other warned areas that drop. If they're even close to the area that I'm normally calling out, I'll be glad to get back on here and talk to you about them. But I appreciate everybody joining me. If it's safe, and if you're not too busy trying to become safe, I appreciate some statements, some photos, some verification. That's what I mean about what's going on in your area. If you have any photos you want to shoot my direction, we'll be able to share those over the next couple days and let everybody know what we've been through. So I appreciate you all.